Mindshift Metrics presents 10 things truly secure people never do. Have you ever met someone who doesn't need to brag, doesn't fight for attention, and yet somehow commands respect the moment they walk into a room? They don't need to prove anything. They don't pretend. They just are. That's the quiet power of true security. But here's the thing. Being truly secure doesn't come from money, looks, or status. It comes from habits. And just as important as what secure people do are the things they absolutely don't do. Today, we're breaking down the 10 things truly secure people never do. As you listen, ask yourself, am I doing these without realizing it? And what would happen if I stopped? Have you ever met someone who doesn't need to brag, doesn't fight for attention, and yet somehow commands respect the moment they walk into a room? They don't need to prove anything. They don't pretend. They just are. That's the quiet power of true security. But here's the thing. Being truly secure doesn't come from money, looks, or status. It comes from habits. And just as important as what secure people do are the things they absolutely don't do. Today, we're breaking down the 10 things truly secure people never do. As you listen, ask yourself, am I doing these without realizing it? And what would happen if I stopped? Introduction. Before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. Being secure doesn't mean being loud, dominant, or flawless. It's about having an inner calm, a deep confidence that doesn't need outside validation. If you've ever struggled with insecurity, jealousy, or self-doubt, this video will open your eyes. Some of these truths might surprise you, and some may hit close to home. Now let's jump right in. 1. They don't fear vulnerability. Truly secure people aren't afraid of being seen as they are. They don't hide their flaws, emotions, or mistakes behind a mask. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's a sign of strength. Think about it. When someone admits they're nervous, or they talk openly about their struggles, do you judge them, or do you respect their honesty? Most of us feel closer to people who are real, not perfect. Cross-question. Do you let people see the real you? Or do you spend your energy pretending to be someone you're not? 2. They don't avoid deep conversations. Secure people aren't afraid of meaningful topics. They don't run away when emotions get heavy. Instead, they lean in with empathy. They'd rather talk about values, dreams, and fears than hide behind small talk forever. Because for them, connection is about depth, not just surface-level fun. Cross-question. When was the last time you had a real, deep conversation with someone? Or are you always keeping things light to avoid discomfort? 3. They don't seek validation. Here's a big one. Secure people don't chase approval. Compliments are nice, but they don't need them to feel good. Insecure people often tie their worth to likes, views, or someone else's praise. Secure people? They know their value whether or not anyone else notices. Cross-question. Be honest. How often do you find yourself needing someone else's approval before you can feel proud of yourself? 4. They don't over-identify with thoughts. Our minds are always racing with opinions, doubts, and fears, but secure people know that not every thought is true. They don't spiral every time their mind whispers, "You're not good enough." Instead, they observe their thoughts, challenge them, and move on. This is what makes them calm and grounded while others get swept away by anxiety. 5. They don't fear being alone. Here's a test. Do you feel restless when you're alone? Secure people don't. They enjoy their own company. For them, solitude isn't loneliness. It's freedom. They don't need to fill the silence with distractions or cling to people just to feel okay. And ironically, this independence makes their relationship stronger because they're with others out of choice, not desperation. Cross-question. Do you feel uncomfortable being alone? Or can you truly enjoy your own presence without needing constant company? 6. They don't compare themselves. Constantly. Comparison is the thief of joy, and secure people know it. Instead of scrolling through social media and thinking, "Why don't I have that?" they focus on their own path. They can celebrate others' success without envy, because they don't see life as a competition. Cross-question. When you see someone succeed, do you feel jealous or inspired? 7. They don't need to prove themselves. One of the clearest signs of insecurity is overcompensating, bragging, showing off, or competing for attention. Truly secure people have nothing to prove. They don't announce their achievements. They let their actions speak for themselves. Their presence is their proof. Cross-question. How much energy do you waste trying to prove you enough to people who don't even matter? 8. They don't run from criticism. Criticism destroys insecure people. But secure people? They don't fear it. They take feedback, filter what's useful, and let go of the rest. They know that criticism doesn't define them. It just gives them a chance to grow. Imagine how free you'd feel if other people's opinions no longer controlled your emotions. 9. They don't get easily threatened in relationships. Jealousy comes from insecurity. Secure people don't panic when their partner talks to someone else, gets attention, or succeeds without them. Instead, they trust, support, and encourage. They know love isn't about control. It's about freedom. Cross-question. Do you feel threatened when people around you succeed, or do you feel inspired to rise with them? 10. They don't pretend to be perfect. Finally, secure people don't wear the mask of perfection. They laugh at their mistakes. They admit when they're wrong. They know flaws make them human, not unworthy. And ironically, this honesty makes people admire them more, not less. Cross-question. Are you trying so hard to look perfect that you forget people connect more with your flaws than your fake image? Conclusion. Shakur's takeaway. So there you have it. The 10 things truly secure people don't do. Being secure isn't about arrogance or pretending to have it all together. It's about authenticity. It's about knowing your worth, staying grounded, and not needing the world's approval to feel enough. And here is the good news. Security isn't a personality trait. It is a skill. You can practice it. You can grow into it. Final cross-question. Which one of these 10 habits do you catch yourself doing? And which one will you commit to letting go of today? Call to action. CTA. If this video helped you reflect, give it a thumbs up. It tells the algorithm this video matters. Share it with someone who needs a confidence boost. And don't forget to subscribe for more psychology insights on personal growth, confidence, and relationships. Remember, true security doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being real.